Nick Pope has become one of the most credible and well-known researchers on the issue of UFOs. He worked for many years studying the issue for the British Ministry of Defense, and I met up with him at his house in Tucson, Arizona.
The second and critical question is, do UAPs represent a possible threat to the defense of the realm? We could argue never shown hostile intent. However, Russian aircraft attempting to penetrate the UK air defence region in the Cold War never showed hostile intent, but they certainly represented a threat. Thus, the
just
only
if you show up and you don't do anything doesn't mean that you're not necessarily.
And this is it in a nutshell. Thus, the only logical conclusion that we can come to is that we do not know if UAPs represent a threat to the defence of the realm. And this is defence intelligence, science and technology.
I was a career civil servant in the British government in the Ministry of Defence, so the UK equivalent of the DoD in the States. I was given a job where my duties included researching and investigating the UFO phenomenon to assess any defence implications. I came in really with no baggage, no kind of preconceived notions, really an open mind, and I tried to take a data-led approach.
Do you have any sort of guideposts to figure out, okay, what is credible data?
There are a lot of well-meaning people who see UFOs who just misidentify things, of course. I mean, that's actually the majority of sightings by a clear margin. We dropped UFO and substituted in UAP. And this was something that we did in the Ministry of Defence in the 90s. Now, we didn't invent the term, but we adopted it precisely because we wanted to get within the Ministry of Defence stakeholder engagement. If you go in and say, boss, I'd like some funding for UFOs, no way. If it's like, well, we've got some things going on in our airspace and we want to do a study into unidentified aerial phenomena, it reframes it as maybe a science problem, a defense, national security issue.